Alright, here we are for match 3 of Blue, White, Acid Trip, and Pauper. We were on the die roll again, so we will once again. Yeah, this hand is reasonable. We have the Preordain, we have 2 lands, we have the Preordain to go find us another land. And we have a pseudo removal spell, something to go fetch Reality Acid, so we can start using this Dreamstalker effectively. So, we will keep this hand. And play our tap land first and pass. I wouldn't mind actually drawing another tap land. That way we can. Okay, so I'm thinking we're against the blue-black teachings deck, and if that's the case, we've got our work cut out for us. I really think we just want to look for a land right here, and we always have the Pilgrim. Okay, that was perfect. We always have the Pilgrim to go fetch a Reality Acid if we get there, which I actually don't think we will. Actually, these Faith Shredders are going to be fairly useless because even if you enchant lands, they don't do anything. And yeah. So I think we're just going to play the Pilgrim here. We don't really care if this gets countered because this game's going to go long anyway. He's holding up Counterspell, I'm assuming. Or Mana Leak, okay. So I'm actually second guessing whether this is the Teachings deck or if this is a Delver deck. I haven't actually seen, I don't think in my list of the Teachings I'm playing Mana Leak. That could just be me, I don't know. So we're going to cast a Preordain again. His Dreamstalker isn't very good at, we're going to bottom this, we're going to top this. This just gives us a creature that we can start attacking with. I'm assuming the other turn is going to get Doombladed or something, so. Did we... Okay. I'm assuming you might do this just so we can, like, Doomblade an F6 or something. Okay, so there's the Doomblade. Go ahead and play our land. And hopefully he plays like a Pristine Talisman or something so we can Faith Shredders. We can actually do something with this. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking like the greatest for us. I think we're going to play Dreamstalker. Bounce the island and then play the island if this doesn't get countered. Which it looks like it is. Counterspell, sure. We'll just play the other Dreamstalker then. I guess we'll just pick up this land and play it again. So, yeah, if you don't know Pauper very well, you don't know the blue-black teachings deck, most of the versions I've seen, they don't kill you with creatures or anything like that. They have a card called Evankar's Justice, which is 2 and 2 black with buyback of 3, and it deals 2 damage to each creature and each player. But they play a few Pristine Talismans, which are artifacts that tap for a colorless mana, and when you tap them, you gain a life. So when they get a couple out, they can just keep casting Evankar's Justice over and over again, and eventually drain you keep the board clean, and then eventually they'll just kill you with the. Okay, that was dumb. I should have momentarily blinked, but yeah. But eventually they just kill you with the Evankar's Justice. Um, I've seen. I was watching a video with Randy Bueller on the. They were doing like a pauper Gauntlet of Greatness or something, and he was playing the blue-black teachings deck, and he was playing um, Twisted Abomination, which is a 6-drop. I believe it's a 6-drop. It costs 5 and a black, and it's a 5/3 with Swamp Cycling for 2, and then you can also pay 1 black and regenerate it. So that's a pretty effective win con, because it's a big creature that's hard to remove. Um, they can't just bolt it because you just leave up a ton of black mana and they can't do anything about it. Um, so a viable strategy on when you're playing against this deck on MTGO, sometimes they're just not fast enough. Like, okay, that's fine. Sometimes they just can't kill you fast enough, and they time out. It's happened to me a couple times when I've played the Blueback Teachings deck. So if we don't get anything going here, I'm kind of inclined to just keep passing our turn and not do anything. We don't have a lot of cards that can pressure him effectively, and the Teachings deck plays a lot of removal spells. So a lot of removal spells and a lot of counter spells. So him taking this over this makes me think he has. Oh, okay. So he's playing Peregrine Drake. Interesting. I guess that's fine. This card, by the way, is incredibly busted in Pauper. Uh, it's basically a free 2/3. You can untap cards like a Dismal Backwater if it just came into play. Um, very similar to Cloud of Fairies, which was a 2-drop that untapped 2 lands. It was a 2-drop 1/1 flyer, and that card was banned recently, so I would not be surprised if this gets banned anytime soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to face feathers this, but I am assuming it is going to get countered because his deck plays a million counterspells. Oh, he doesn't actually have. Is he digging for a counter? Okay, he got it. Nope, because we're 1 mana short. I guess we'll just pick up the Radiant Fountain again. Try to make it to where we have as much life as possible if he starts Evankar's justicing us. Take more time off this clock. Getting hit for 2. Okay, so I guess we play this. He face feathers this. And if it gets countered, hopefully we just run. Okay, it looks like it's getting countered. We're gonna just run the Skyfisher out there. And, oh, okay, so I guess he doesn't have counter spells in his hand. He's using these Think Twices to search for an answer. Alright, looks like we landed one. Maybe I should have saved this for Reality Acid. I mean, he has a bunch of lands anyway, so like, Reality Acid would have to do a ton of work. But and I don't think I mind if he tries Doomblading here or Disfigure. Sure, that's fine. And another Disfigure. We will momentary blanket. 2 for 1 on our opponent. You gotta get as much value as you can. Unless he has a Dispel, it'll be pretty bad. We'll just pick up Plains. I'm really wondering why he did that, because he knew that we had the momentary blink in our hand. And he also knows both cards in our hand, so I don't know why why he fired off that duress. Play what he doesn't know. He only has one card in hand, which is really good for us. I'm actually not entirely sure this is the Teachings deck. He's playing a lot of cards that I haven't seen. Like, I don't know if they usually play duress or not. Sure, you can draw a card. And I don't think they play Sign of Blood either. Because the Teachings deck, Mystical Teachings is the card that is the main card in the deck, and what it does is it costs, it's an instant, and it costs, and you can tutor your library for any card that's an instant or that has flash, you put it in your hand, and then Mystical Teachings also has flashback for 6 and a black, and you can just like chain Mystical Teachings together and just start outvaluing your opponent. Search up counter spells if you need them. Search up Doom Blades or Disfigures. So him. Okay, so he has a counter spell. That's fine. We have 4 mana left open for a momentary blink, so we're all good. So what I was getting at, the reason I don't think he's playing Mystical Teachings is because he has all these cards that aren't instants in his deck. So that's kind of a okay. Yeah. You have a Peregrine Drake. Card is insane, which I guess is fine because we're at 36 and he's not going to be killing us anytime soon, and these two just bounce off each other unless he has another disfigure. If he attacks, since we have such a high life total, I'm kind of inclined to not block because I want to try to save the momentary blink for when I absolutely need it, and I don't want to lose this cool Skyfish or anything dumb. Which also means I'm not really inclined to attack him because if I attack and he has a disfigure, then I'm forced to use my momentary blink, and that is something I do not want to do. I'm gonna save it for like a Mole Drifter, evoke a Mole Drifter, um, and then blink it in response to the evoke trigger. So him attacking makes me think that he has a removal spell for this because and then possibly another removal spell or a counter spell. Looks like a counter spell. Okay, yeah. So we are officially up a creek without a paddle, but it will take him a while to kill us, especially since we do this. There's no real reason to play this land. I guess I can just... Sure, you got it. This is a deck where Curse of the Bloody Tome is really good, because even though he has flashback cards, he's not pressuring us a whole lot, and we can... He's drawing a bunch of cards. He only has 28 cards in his library, whereas we have 39. And, you know, we can just mill him out, and so we don't want any of these. We want a threat. Melodiaster is a thing. There's no real point in playing it right now. I kind of want to save it for like another Peregrine Drake, and when we have and when we get like another Dreamstalker or something. It's making me wish Manlands were commons. Just start hitting them with like a Celestial Colonnade or something. This is another deck. Dispels and counterspells are going to be pretty big. Because countering this, if we tap out on turn 5 for this, and we have a counterspell in our hand, it's just so good for us. because it means we basically can resolve whatever we want on the following turn. I guess we'll just spreading seas one of his lands, draw a card. I wonder if we're gonna counter this. I don't see like the real point in countering it. I mean, I guess if he just, like doesn't want us to draw a card, I guess that's fine. We already got through 1, 2, 3 counter spells and a mana leak. Okay, so now we have Reality Acid and Dreamstalker. But there's nothing I really want to Reality Acid. Like, he has too many lands for attacking his mana to be effective, and we can't really cut him off with a color. So I'm just going to save these 2 cards for when he has another threat or something, like another Drake or like maybe an Ulamog's Crusher or something just way out of left field. That was a very good draw. I will cast this. I'm assuming this is going to get countered. Here it is. Counterspell. Oh, we gotta draw 2 cards. They're probably gonna kill it. Alright. I guess not. He really should kill it in response to the trigger, because if we draw a momentary blink, then we could have just gotten so much value. Once again, there's not a real reason to do any of this, and I played the quicksand over this because I want to try to conserve time on my clock. He has 2 cards in hand. He didn't have a counterspell for this last time, so hopefully he doesn't have it for this time either. And it looks like he does. Mana Link is not very good late game. Okay, so now it looks like we're starting to get a board presence. Actually I'm gonna play this guy for sure also, because I want to get as much stuff into play as I possibly can. And this also puts him on a 2-turn clock, and he has 1 card in hand, so sure, I guess he gets our Reality Acid. Attack with everything. Spreading Seas, Dismal Backwater. And I guess play this and pick up. Actually, probably should have picked up the Spreading Seas to draw another card, but short of a Evan Stars to. Okay, yeah. Alright, so let's go to sideboard. So I like Curse of the Bloody Tome, I like Relic, Dispels, and Counterspells. Hobble, Crystallization, and Spreading Seas don't seem very great. And I'm thinking the Fate's Feathers. Our guys are. Yeah. Also, side note, the Pilgrim can actually go grab the Curse, which is actually pretty good, so. But yeah, I think the Feathers are worse than anything else we have, so we'll just queue back in with this and go on to game 2. This hand doesn't do a whole lot. Journey to Nowheres don't hit anything except for Peregrine Drakes and possibly Gurmag Anglers, and we are the aggressor in this matchup, so I think we mulligan this hand. Okay, this hand is awful. We're gonna keep this. We're on the draw, so it actually does matter. Okay. This hand isn't any better. We should have just kept the first one. Is it turn one? Okay, that's fine. He'd probably take the... I guess he took one of the journeys nowhere. I'm thinking he might have another dress to take the other one, and then his Peregrine Drakes are just going to be able to do whatever they want. I'm going to get a white here. We only have white spells in our hand, and I want to be able to, like, a few turns from now, I want to be able to, like, start casting more than one spell a turn. Just try to overload his mana. This art is actually kind of cool, but I think I like the Innistrad artwork better. That card was fun when it was in standard Innistrad block. Okay, so I guess we just play the Skyfisher, pick up our Tranquil Cove, and replay it. Unless it gets mana leaked. Okay. I sense a Doomblade, or something of the sort. No? Okay. Breathe on tap with this momentary blink, that's pretty good for us. Okay, I guess you just drew it, so. A land would be pretty great, because I want to get the Seagate Oracle. Okay, well. Getting punished for not keeping that first hand. That's not very good for us. We might just get buried in card advantage this game. Okay. Looks like we're not doing much of anything. We might have to evoke this Mole Drifter at some point. Probably what's going to have to come down to. This is probably a Drake. Oh, it is a Gurmag Angler. Okay, well, we have a Journey to Nowhere for that, so. We should play the Lone Missionary first, because if we keep drawing lands and we get to a point where we want to start bouncing stuff with Dreamstalker, he's better. Sure. Kill all of our stuff. I'm going to play this Skyfisher before the Dreamstalker. Pressures our opponent more, and okay, well, it's going to get countered. But it also doesn't die to Disfigure. And him not having the Doomblade a couple turns ago makes me think that he might not have one now, so. Okay, it looks like he's looking for an answer. I would be very surprised if this survives. Doomblade, alright. Relic is fine. Now that we know he's playing Anglers, this can keep him off of it. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets counted. Actually, we have a Dispel, so we'll just go ahead and do this, and then hold up a Dispel or a Relic activation. I think some people forget that Relic can be activated even if it is tapped, alright, so there's our third land, which is fine. Now, go ahead and just keep emptying his graveyard. Seagate Oracle, see if this gets. Well, he was pretty fast to jump on top of that. It's almost kind of useless to do this because he's at the point where well, I guess we want him to not be able to hold up counter magic. So if he taps out for Grimback Angler, I'm not like fretting about it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna lead with a Preordain. And if this gets countered, I'm alright with this. He seems pretty eager to counter all of our spells, so because I want to be able to resolve this Pilgrim and then go grab the Curse and just end the game that way. Because I don't know, I doubt he has a way to remove it once it gets in play. So sure, we're at a decent enough life total that if we get an untapped blue source, I can actually play the Pilgrim and then Dispel. And if it doesn't get countered, then the following turn I can play the Curse. And then, okay, well, we're just gonna jam Seagate Oracle, try to find another land. It resolves. I'll take the Quicksand and we'll play it. So now he is very adamant on just killing everything that we have. He's using all of his removal spells for creatures that I don't think really should be removed. If he plays another Drake, we're in trouble. Okay. Now we have a reasonable clock on us, and he has 5 cards in hand, so. I'll go ahead and play the Pilgrim with Dispel back up. Sweet. So now we can just go get the Curse. Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and do this so we can. Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna curse him. Nice, nice. Relic. Play the Chancery. Pick up Tranquil Cove. We just wanna stall as long as we can, and hopefully the Curse will take take over the game. Maybe I should have activated the Saw's Upkeep, because if he plays an Angler, that's a really fast clock, and so I can evoke a Mole Drifter, and then in response, Momentary Blanket, and if he tries, okay, we can counter the Dispel, or Dispel the counter spell. Alright, so we want to stack it to where it's like this, and then we're going to Momentary Blanket. And if he has like, oh, alright, sweet. So I'm tempted to start reality assing these things away. We have plenty of guys to do it, so. Click hit before, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana at the moment. So we can like play a lone missionary. By doing that, we essentially time lock our opponent. I'm gonna play the Skyfisher because it can just trump the Peregrine Drake that we don't kill. So now we're looking at a pretty good spot. He can't. I guess if he kills this, then he can. I will sack the missionary. Oh. Okay, so I guess he targeted himself. Hopefully the curse is pressuring him good enough. If he attacks, I don't really want to block. Because you could have a disfigure. Once again, we're at a pretty decent life total, and we have another lone missionary and momentary blink. So I'm not super worried about the race right now. We're kind of, oh, okay. So I guess he just conceded. Yeah, so I'm going to do another match because this match was kind of short, and the previous match, my opponent just conceded after game 1. So we're going to do one more match, and then we'll call it a night.